Guys, we're going to do 3-note power chords, and this is from Wolf Marshall Basics 1 and page 16. So we're going to look at the first power chord shape, which is an E5 power chord. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bar our finger across on the E5 chord the A and D string. Okay, so we're going to play E, A, and D. Now, a lot of my younger ones, students are having a hard time with this, so it's not super important to do. But if you're older, and I've assigned you the exercise, try to do it 3 notes. So that's a 3-note E5 chord. Alright? Now to make a 3-note A5 chord, I'm going to play the notes on barring across on the D and G strings. Now what you want to do is keep your finger close to the fret and use the side of your finger. Okay, so then for the A5, okay, now the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to play E5 4 times in whole note rhythm. Remember, whole note is held for 4 beats, and so we're going to play the E5 4 times in whole note rhythm, and then we're going to play the A5 4 times in the whole note rhythm. This is on page 17 of Wolf Marshall Basics 1, Figure 3. So this one will go E5 4 times in whole note rhythm. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So E5 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to go to A5. 1, 2, 3, 4 whole notes. A5 again. 2, 3, 4. A5 again. 3, 4, and A5 again. 2, 3, 4. So let's try it again. We're going to start with E5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then A5. 2, 3, 4. Again, A5. 2, 3, 4. A5 again. 2, 3, 4. A5 again. Next one will be, this is figure 4 on page 17. You're going to play E5 for a whole note, and then A5 for a whole note, E5 for a whole note, A5 for a whole note, then E5 for a whole note. So it's the same chords. So we're going to go E5, 1, 2, 3, 4, then A5, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to E5, 1, 2, 3, 4, A5, 1, 2, 3, 4, then back to E5. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, go. E5, 1, 2, 3, 4, A5, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to E5, 2, 3, 4, A5, 2, 3, 4, then back to E5. So that's figure 4 on page 17. I'm going to turn the page here. Just for a second, sorry about this, guys. Now let's take a look at the D5 chord. Now the D5 chord is a little bit different. We're going to play the D5 chord with 2 fingers. Alright, so we did E5 with 1 finger, barring across, and A5 with 1 finger. Now we're going to play 2. Now to play the D5 chord, we're going to do the familiar 2-note D5 power chord, and which will be on the G string 2nd fret, and then my 2nd finger will go on the B string 3rd fret. And so now we have 3 notes. So we're going to play E5, an exercise, figure 6, on page 18 of Wolf Marshall Basics 1. We're going to play E5 4 times in chord note rhythm. Remember, chord notes held for 1 beat. A5 4 times, D5 4 times, A5 4 times, and E5 for a whole note. So this is figure 6. So it's going to go. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, E5 4 times, 2, 3, 4, A5 4 times, D5 4 times, 2, then A5 4 times, and then E5 for a whole note. Alright, so let's try it again. E5, starting off, 2, 3, go. E5 4 times, A5 4 times, D5 4 times, A5 4 times, and then E5 for a whole note. Next one on page 18 of that same page will be figure 7. Here we're going to play E5 for a whole note, D5 for a half note, A5 for a half note, E5 for a whole note, D5 for a half note, A5 for a half note, and E5 for a whole note. So it sounds like this: E5 for a whole note. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. D5 for a half note, A5 for a half note, E5 for a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, E5 for a whole note. Let's try it again. 2, 3, go. E5 for a whole note. 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, E5 for a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, E5. Now if you can't get to that D, you might want to slow it down. So you might want to play it this slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go to the D5, 2 notes, A5, E5. 1, 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, and then E5 for a whole. Alright. Next page, on page 19, this is one we did in chapter 1. So this is just good review, but we're going to play it in 3-note power chords. So this one we'll play E5 for a whole note, 2, 3, 4. E5 for a half note, quarter, quarter, A5 for a whole note, A5 for a half note, quarter, quarter, then E5 for a whole note. Okay. Again, 2, 3, 4. E5 for a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. E5 for a half note, quarter, quarter, A5 for a whole note, 2, 3, 4. A5 for a half note, quarter, quarter, then E5 for a whole note. The next one is, so that was on page 19, that example figure 8A. And then same page, on page 19, will be figure 8B. Now this one is a tough one. You really want to, when you're doing this, play this fairly slow. So you don't want to go, you don't want to be, if you're making mistakes, you're playing it too fast. So this one, I'll break it down first. Starts with an E5 chord for a whole note. Then it goes to a D5 chord, A5 chord, D5 chord, A5 chord, and then back to E5 for a whole note. And it does it again. D5, A5, D5, A5, then E5. Okay. Now this one, we're going to really slow down. And you might want to practice just going D5, just getting used to that. Work on the motor skills of playing D5 and A5. Just practice that D5, A5, D5, A5. So let's see what we got. So we'll play it really slow. Alright, starts with an E5 power chord. 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, D5, A5, E5. 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, D5, A5, E5. Let's try it again from the beginning. 2, 3, 4. E5 for a whole note. 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, D5, A5, E5. 1, 2, 3, 4. D5, A5, D5, A5, E5. Alright. And that pretty much concludes the 3-note power chords on, and this is on chapter 2 of Wolf Marshall Basics 2. That's all the exercises. So don't forget to always pause the video. Don't just breeze through it, because unless you've been playing for a long time, this is one of the concerns I always have with YouTube. A lot of people think it's going to be like reading a book, but you need to pause the video and stop at that particular one unless you've been playing for a while. Anyways, hope that helps, and we'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.